Good morning, everybody. It's about 5:30. I've been up for a while. I've got the video uploaded. I got it edited last night, so that was good. And I'm just cleaning everything up, and hopefully I'll be on the water soon. Okay, so the sun is up a little bit now. I'm getting things packed up. I'm nearly there. I just gotta empty the tent out, take it down. And for breakfast, I have another Rocky Mountain Scramble. So, looking forward to that. And some coffee as soon as I get it heated up. So, looking forward to that also. Haven't had coffee in a few days for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, we're just going to clean up and get moving. And it's a absolutely gorgeous, calm day so far. I think it's supposed to get windy again, but that's not a big deal on the river. So, okay, so getting on the water and early, and I apparently just don't mix because, I got up at 4:30 and I'm just now getting on the water at 7. I did have to upload a video, but still, I just cannot get on the water very early, but that's okay. So I've got everything loaded, and the tailwind is starting to pick up, and I've got my coffee and breakfast there, and I'm going to eat it on the water because it's just a very calm morning, and I've still got lots of current, and that is awesome. So I'm ready for a good day. So I'm on the water, but one of the downsides of going east, or mostly in the eastward direction today, you get the sunrise right in your face. So even if the hat is blocking like the upper part of the sun, you still got it bouncing off the water right into your face. But hopefully the sun will rise and get out of my face soon, hopefully. And around the next corner, it won't be an issue. So, but I'm generally going east today. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. So all the way down this section has been dozens upon dozens of these pumps. They come in all different shapes and sizes, but a lot of them have gas motors running, and they're just pumping water up to spray on the fields up there in with big irrigation pivots. So you just pass these every mile. So that's about the most interesting thing on this section. It's mostly just cottonwoods, but it's still really nice to be, among the trees for now. And there's current, so it's awesome. It's definitely starting to flatten out here, and there's not very many hills, if any. Okay, it's about 10 o'clock. It's been a pretty uneventful morning, just cruising along with the current. And this has been mostly my view. Sandy, steep banks, bunch of cottonwoods, and just a slight tailwind. So it's very enjoyable. And I've been just watching YouTube on my phone. I actually have service through here, which is absolutely amazing. You really take it for granted until it's gone for like 2 weeks. And I can't even say that it was gone because I was able to turn the Starlink on and get it. So for lunch, I have some pepperoni pizza combos I got at the marina, a Lenny's and Larry's chocolate chip cookie, a cranberry almond green belly bar, and a Coke. So I'm gonna enjoy that and continue trying to get some miles going down this lovely current. So it's Sunday again. And last Sunday feels like it was just a couple days ago, but at the same time, almost a month ago. It's a weird feeling. But the hymn I was thinking about this morning is As the Deer. So I'm going to play that on the harmonica today. Well, one of the disadvantages of the river here is that there's a lot of just random sandbars. So I just got stuck on one, not paying attention. I was able to get off of it fairly easy, but I did have to get out of the boat and walk the boat into some deeper water. So that was a bit annoying. I wasn't paying attention, and next thing I know, it's really shallow and I couldn't get away from it. But I made it off of it. No big deal. It was still like, I don't know, 8 inches of water. So that was flowing over a big sandbar. So yeah, just something you gotta keep your eyes out for, because I was on this outside edge thinking that's where all the current is. I got nothing to worry about, and yeah, no, it turned shallow real fast. But yeah, I'm off of it and just keep going. I think it's about noon now, or maybe a little after, so just keep going down the river. So I've passed all different kinds of pumps, and I thought this one was PTO powered, but it's actually got an engine down there that's running. And yeah, it's interesting to see all the different types. I have seen several just tractors hooked up to PTO powered pumps pumping water, and then ones with motors, electric motors. It's all different kinds, all watering crops up higher. So very interesting. So one of the downsides to having a very bendy river is that I've had a tailwind for most of the day, but on this particular turn it kind of goes in the opposite direction for a little bit. So it's currently pushing me into this dirt wall, which is fine. I got some just left rudder applied and staying away from it. But as I get to this point, it's going to pretty much become a headwind till I wrap around and go back the opposite direction. So just a little bit of pedaling through this section, but no big deal. So yeah, it's currently 1:30, and I think we're coming up close to the town of Wolf Point, and we're just going to keep going and have a good day. So the winds picked up a little bit. I've got some rain here, and there's a pretty nasty little cell right there. So I'm trying to go pretty quick here, see if I can outrun it. And if not, I'll just put on some rain gear and probably ride it out. It looks pretty small. So we're coming up on the bridge here around the corner, and I plan to just keep going. Well, I've got my rain pants on and the rain jacket's ready for if the things decide to throw down. I'm hoping that the storm is moving across the river and not straight towards me, but it's really hard to tell. Radar kind of shows it heading straight for me. So if that's the case, this could be interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and ride it out. I'm on the lake, so it won't be too bad. There's no lightning, it's just a big rainstorm. But I just remembered I have a battery back here charging. That needs to go away and go inside the hole, that's for sure. So don't want that getting wet. But we'll see if it happens. Okay, so completely my fault. I was getting ready for this storm that looks like it's not even gonna hit me, and I hit a log that was sticking out of the water and kind of half flipped over. The boat turned sideways, I fell out, and I jumped right back in. So this boat's so heavy and solid that it doesn't really rock much, but whew, and I didn't lose anything, but just got to pay attention more. That was completely my fault. But whew, so I'm pretty wet. Took a dip. I was wearing rain pants and boots. I only got a little bit of water in my boots. I was only in the water for probably, I don't know, like a second and a half, because this boat is so wide and stable. I literally just pulled myself right back onto it, and it didn't even tip over. It just went at just enough angle that I slid off the seat basically. But yeah, that's the first time I've even come. I tipped, I guess. I did fall out of the boat, but I did have a my mic on my clipped onto my life jacket, and that got wet, so hopefully that'll be fine. I'll let it completely dry out before I try to turn it on. But everything rode, and no water got inside the hole that I know of. Maybe a little bit, but not enough to really cause any issues. So I'm good. Just a little shocked that I was stupid enough to hit a log sticking out of the water. So yeah, that storm looks like it might pass us, but I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rain jacket since I'm soaked, and I'm gonna wait until this storm passes before I worry about it. Speaking of which, it's starting to sprinkle. Well, this storm seems like no big deal now that I flipped and went in the water and got mostly wet, but this rain jacket is working as a windbreaker, so I'm not cold, and luckily I'm far enough away from Fort Peck where the water was the coldest that it has warmed up a little bit. It's not ice water down here, so that's good. So I think I'm fine. So I'm just gonna ride out this storm. It's just a little bit of rain, and keep going. So that's the plan. So it's starting to rain and the wind's picked up, but I'm doing fine. Okay, that was really about it. It just, the wind picked up a little bit and it like lightly rained for about 2 minutes, and it's past me. So it looks like most of it went north of me, so that was nice. So yeah, I've got my heart's racing a little bit, even though at this point I can't even call this a tip over that I had. The boat like leaned up, I jumped in the water, jumped right back in. Like my socks are barely even damp after being in the water. So like it was almost instantly that I was in the water and back out, and I literally lost nothing. And so it woke me up, that's for sure. But other than that, I think I'm good. I was just getting ready for the storm, trying to make sure everything was attached and where it's supposed to be, and everything was sealed, and not paying attention to the river in front of me. So it happens, but should pay attention more. And yeah, that was exciting. And this is the first time on the trip I've gotten wet without me wanting to, but I'm barely even wet because I was wearing rain pants, and so the bottom half of my shirt is wet, and that's really about it. So pretty nice. And I'm not cold with the rain jacket on. It kind of blocks all the wind. So with this quick drying shirt, I might be able to self-dry off and be able to keep going this afternoon without even stopping. So interesting stuff. I feel very blessed that could have went a lot worse. That's for sure. Another rain shower, but this one with no wind. Okay, so the storm has pretty much moved past me. There's might be some more behind us. There's just a bunch of little tiny cells popping up. So I think I'm going to start looking for a good camping spot. It's only 3:30, but I'm wet, or damp. Maybe not wet, but I'm pretty damp. And I'm not cold yet, but I'd like to not be damp. So yeah, I'm going to start looking. I think around the next corner there's an island, so we'll check that out and see if it's usable. And if not, we'll just keep going until we find a good camping spot for the night. Making some good miles, and other than my quick dip in the water, it's been a very enjoyable day. So apparently this is a Lewis and Clark bridge, and I guess the older one is just the original bridge, the one up high. So that's pretty interesting. I've been told that sometimes they like to party on the old bridge and can have harassed some paddlers in the past, but A little bit of wind and rain is enough to keep any partiers away. So I'm good to keep on going. So there is an island over here that I'd like to go over and stay at, but there's some really shallow water in between me and that island, and I can't get over there. So I have to keep going because I'm up against this shore here. There's like a deep channel right along the edge of the shore, and in between me and the island, it's only a couple inches deep, and I can't get over there. But no big deal. It's only 3 in the afternoon, even though it is raining. So gonna keep going, probably. Okay, so it's about 5:30, and I think I found camp. It's a little bit, there's a lot of vegetation on this island, but I think it'll work. The only downside is it's about a 3-foot jump, and I have to get this boat up here. So that's not gonna be a whole lot of fun. But I'm probably gonna try to take some heavy stuff off of it before I pull it up on the shore. And I'm a little damp, but not cold. The sun has come out, and I'm actually a little bit warm, so that's good. So I'm gonna get camp set up and get in some dry clothes. Hopefully get these clothes dried, and work on some videos. That's a plan for this evening. I'm hoping to go to bed a little early today because I'm a little behind on sleep, but that's okay. And yeah, it's a beautiful evening. Most of the clouds have rolled past now, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of sun. I can charge the batteries up on solar. So yeah, I'm hoping to have a relaxing evening. I just got to get this boat up there. So I could probably leave the boat right there and it would be 100% fine, but I'd be just slightly worried about it all evening, because if something were to happen and it takes off, like it's flowing fast and it'd be gone. So definitely just gonna pull it up on the bank so I don't have to worry about it, and I'll sleep better. So that's the plan. So it's about 9 o'clock now. I've got a beautiful sunset behind me. So I've got the tent set up here, kind of in the weeds, and the boat is hidden here with the camouflage cover on it. And as soon as I got the tent set up here, I kind of had some rain roll through. So I got in the tent and laid down and took a several-hour nap. So that was very much needed. I feel great after that. And then I got the video edited. So next step is going to be some supper. I'm going to go dig around and see what I can find for supper, and then get the video uploaded, and probably go to bed and catch up on some sleep. That'll be good. I need that. So yeah, we'll see what I find for supper. So it's a sandy mess back here, but I did get a little bit of water in the hole when the boat tipped sideways and dumped me earlier. So I'm going to take my sponge and soak it up and get rid of it real quick, and then I'll get back to getting supper. Okay, so for supper, after some digging around, I have one I've been really looking forward to. It's the Mountain House Cheesy Pepperoni Pizza Bowl. It came out right before I left, and I ordered it like a week before I started the trip. So I'm looking forward to that. Not anything with the word pizza can't be bad. And for dessert, I've never had one of these. It's an ice cream sandwich, but it's freeze-dried mint chocolate chip. So we'll see how it is. So I'm gonna get the pepperoni pizza bowl rehydrating and set up the Starlink. So that's what it looks like without any boiling water, and this is the freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. So it's really interesting. The last night's camp had thousands and thousands of mosquitoes, and it was horrible. And this one has like almost no bugs at all. It has been windy almost all afternoon, evening until just about now, but There's a couple moths flying around, and that's really about it. And an absolutely gorgeous sunset. So, gonna get this food going, and yeah, get my chores done. Okay, so it's about 10:30. I've got all the lanterns on. I got the video edited and uploaded, so that's good. So I passed a pretty important milestone today. So today I've now gone over 650 miles downstream, which makes me about a quarter of the way done with the trip, which is absolutely crazy. It feels like I just started this trip, and I am having the time of my life, and I'm almost a little sad that it's already a quarter of the way done, because man, that's insane to think. But I've still got a long way to go, but I can't wait to keep going, that's for sure. So the pepperoni pizza bowl was really good, and the freeze-dried ice cream sandwich, I don't know, it wasn't bad, but the only thing I could describe it as is like old marshmallows, kind of. But it was food, so, and I was able to eat it, so that worked. And other than that, I think I'm ready for bed. So with that, I'm going to say good night, and I'll see you in the next video.